The Hall of Dominion was built to scare worlds into silence. Its ceiling was so high that clouds floated inside it. The floor was made of black crystal taken from conquered planets. Along the curved walls sat the rulers of the Ziran Empire, the most powerful alien empire in the known galaxy. They had crushed star nations. They had burned moons. They had never been warned before. Now, a single alien stood in the center of the hall. His name was Varel Kor. He was small compared to the others. His skin was pale blue, his hands shaking as he held a glowing data tablet. His rank was low. His voice, even lower. Yet he had been allowed to speak. That alone made the council uneasy. Varel Kor took a slow breath. Every eye in the hall was on him, cold, sharp, hungry for weakness. "My lords," he began, his voice echoing softly, "I bring a message from the humans." The room erupted in laughter. A tall warlord slammed his clawed hand on the arm of his throne. "Humans," he mocked. "Those soft creatures from the outer systems." Another leader hissed with amusement. "They still use chemical weapons and metal ships," she said. "Why waste time on them?" Varel Kor did not smile. He did not laugh. He swallowed and continued. "The message is short," he said. "And clear." The laughter slowly faded. "They say, do not attack us." The hall went silent for half a second. Then the Emperor laughed. The Ziran Emperor, vast and armored, leaned forward on his throne. His voice rolled like thunder. "Is that all?" he said. "A warning." Varel Kor's fingers tightened around the tablet. "They say," Varel Kor continued, "that if we attack, our empire will turn to ashes." The silence this time was heavier. Then the hall exploded with rage. One council member stood up, his eyes burning. "How dare they?" he roared. "A single human ship dares threaten us." Another shouted, "We command 10,000 fleets. They have no right. They are insects. They should be grateful we noticed them at all." The Emperor raised one hand. The hall fell quiet again. He looked down at Varel Kor, his eyes sharp and cruel. "Tell me," the Emperor said calmly, "how many ships do the humans have in this sector?" Varel Kor hesitated. "One," he said. A smile spread across the Emperor's face. "One ship," the Emperor repeated. "Against our border fleet." "Yes," Varel Kor replied. The Emperor leaned back, pleased. "You see," he said to the council. "Even their warning is weak." Varel Kor shook his head slowly. "My lord," he said, "that is why I am afraid." That caught their attention. Varel Kor raised the tablet. A hologram appeared in the air. It showed space, empty, silent. "This was once the Karun Armada," Varel Kor said. "They attacked humanity 2 cycles ago." The hologram shifted. The Armada vanished. No battle. No debris. Just gone. Murmurs spread through the hall. "The humans responded with 1 ship," Varel Kor said. "Just 1. A councillor leaned forward. "Trickery," he said. "Illusions." Varel Kor nodded. "That is what Karun thought," he replied. The hologram changed again. A star flickered, then collapsed into darkness. "They did not destroy the Armada," Varel Kor said quietly. "They erased it." Some of the laughter did not return. Varel Kor continued, his voice stronger now. "Humans do not threaten often. They do not warn twice. They fight only when the end is already decided." The Emperor rose slowly from his throne. "You speak as if you admire them," the Emperor said coldly. "No," Varel Kor replied. "I fear them." That word echoed in the hall. Fear. The Emperor stepped down from his throne and walked toward Varel Kor. "You forget your place," he said. "We are an empire of fire. Of conquest." He stopped inches from Varel Kor's face. "And humans," the Emperor said, "are nothing." Varel Kor met his gaze. "They said the same thing about us," he replied. The Emperor straightened and turned back to the council. "The humans have crossed into our space," he announced. They have brought a warship. The council leaned forward. We will teach them a lesson, the Emperor continued. One they will never forget. He raised his arm. Send the fleets, he commanded. Surround their ship. Destroy it slowly. Cheers filled the hall. Only Varel Kor stood still. Far away, in the darkness between stars, a single human warship drifted in silence. Its hull was dark. Its lights were dim. Its weapons, inactive. Inside, no alarm sounded. No panic filled the air. The ship waited. As the first alien fleets arrived, a simple human message was transmitted into the void. It contained only 5 words. This is your last warning. The alien fleets locked weapons. The human ship did not move. And Varel Kor, watching the stars from a distant station, whispered to himself. They are about to learn. The lights in the Imperial command chamber stopped flickering. They went dark. For half a second, nothing existed except silence. Then the hologram returned. But the map was wrong. Inside the heart of the Galactic Empire, new shapes appeared. Bright. Sharp. Human-made. Human warships. They had not arrived from the edges of space. They had not traveled through known jump lanes. They were already there. The room exploded with panic. How did they breach our core? No hyperspace warning. No energy trail. The analyst whispered, they were never outside. The Emperor stared at the display. Human ships moved with perfect order. Their designs were different from alien warships. No bright colors. No decorations. Only clean metal. Dark hulls. Calm blue lights. They did not spread out. They did not hesitate. They acted. In the first 30 seconds, the Empire's main command fleet vanished. Human weapons fired without sound. Beams of white-blue light cut through shields like paper. Capital ships split in half. Smaller vessels shut down and drifted, powerless. Alien crews never saw what hit them. Human ships did not chase fleeing targets. They ignored them. They struck command nodes. Power cores. Control centers. Every hit was final. A general screamed, "Return fire!" Alien weapons launched in every direction. Plasma. Missiles. Energy waves. None of them connected. Human ships were already gone. Then they appeared somewhere else. Closer. The Empire's defense grid activated at last. Massive shields covered the core systems. Human ships did not slow down. They adjusted. The analyst watched in horror as human beams changed shape. Frequency shifted. Power focused. The shields collapsed in seconds. Minute 2, the analyst said quietly. The Emperor turned to him. Why are they not speaking? The analyst replied, because this is not a conversation. Human ships moved like machines with one mind. They did not celebrate. They did not pause. They erased. Communication hubs across the Empire went silent. Navigation systems failed. Fleets lost direction. Alien commanders shouted orders that no one could hear. The Empire was breaking apart from the inside. Minute 4, the analyst said. An admiral fell to his knees. We never saw them prepare. The analyst looked at Earth system on the map. Still dark. Still silent. They prepared during peace, he said. While we watched ourselves. At minute 5, the Empire tried something desperate. A superweapon powered up near the capital world. It had ended wars before. Before it could fire, a single human ship appeared above it. One shot. The superweapon vanished. No explosion. No debris. Just gone. Fear spread like a virus. At minute 6, alien fleets stopped trying to fight. They tried to escape. Jump drives failed. Space routes collapsed. Human control extended everywhere. The Emperor finally understood. Humans had not built weapons of war. They had built weapons of denial. They denied movement. They denied communication. They denied survival. Minute 7, the analyst said. The Emperor's voice trembled. Open all channels. Surrender. The transmission officer worked desperately. We have a channel, 1. The hologram shifted. For the first time in years, a signal came from Earth. Not a fleet. Not an image. Just a human voice. Calm. Flat. Controlled. This is Earth. The chamber froze. The voice continued. You watched us. You judged us. You waited for fear. The Emperor stepped forward. We surrender. There was a pause. Then the human voice replied, this was not war. The analyst felt cold. This was a lesson, the voice said. Minute 9, the analyst whispered. The Emperor fell to his knees. We did not know. You chose not to know, the voice replied. Human ships began withdrawing. Not all at once. Slowly. Methodically. As they left, systems stayed dark. They did not return power. They did not rebuild. They left emptiness behind. At exactly 10 minutes, the human ships vanished. Silence returned. The Empire was gone. Not destroyed in flames. Not conquered. Removed. Days later, other civilizations would study the event. They would replay the data again and again. They would see no rage. No revenge. Only precision. They would update their star maps. Earth would no longer be marked as small. It would be marked as final. And across the galaxy, one rule would spread faster than any fleet. Never wait for humanity to strike back.